Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. Right. One manual here to do a quick analysis regarding the for the issues that's going on in the Gambia right now regarding the political environment. Excuse me. Now, right. I just wanted to do a short video regarding the other day what happens to for the people by the people. So, regarding the leadership, obviously, Talib Ben Soda and then Rohi Malik Law called and then said what she wanted to say. Now, I did this. I'm coming out just to put in a to contribute regarding the issue of leadership within the UDP, right? Now, I don't think that, first of all, I just need to address this. I don't think that it was okay for Rohi Malik Law to call and then contribute regarding this wahala going on the social media on the ground about the UDP, Dabo, Dafora Gena, and then Talib Mokora replace, or Yankuba Dabo Mokora will replace, or Yini. I don't think that he was on a call, right? I think that was not her place. I think that she's a mayor, and come Yankuba Dabo, come landing Sane, come Talib himself. I don't think that he was on a call for with everything that she has said, and I think that definitely there was many errors, and that alone was not one any UDP. They have a replacement issues right now. Anyone call him the more replace that, but they have an issue because of you can hear from Rohi. You can hear from Rohi Low's tone and Numdan Wahe, and I find it really kind of confused. I don't know whether you get it. I mean, I don't think that was okay. Like a male, you're a male, like your colleague, like you guys are in the same political party, and then you calling and then try to be like, can we Talib? Who can I Talib? Why not? Like, I mean, her tone, her aggressiveness, and then her approach towards it, and I don't think it was okay at all. For Lulu, okay one. I think Rohi's that's a blunder. I don't think Rohi worked on a goal. That was just a blunder. And then even what made it even worse, Moine, when Musa choked her and then asking her, I mean, really tough questions, and then she couldn't even answer those questions, and then she was just cornered. So Muntona answered even those questions, and then she was just cornered. And then it shows, it was absolutely wrong her coming to that show, and then trying to justify whatever it is, or try to defend. I mean Dabo, or trying to attack Talib, or I mean, it was just wrong. Rohi definitely shouldn't have done that. Because do Musa gis Yankuba Dabo mu def lolu, do Musa gis Ladin Sani mu def lolu, do Musa gis, you know what I'm saying? Even Dabo mu def lolu, and other leaders in the UDP executive. Because you see, so a leader, leader leader you should be tolerant. Leader you should be welcoming. Leader as leaders. Because anything low digger or anything what is happening, you don't want again I see to attack or to say certain things. I mean, it's not right. Because comme all of njay wax la mu ne so ku ñoo tam duma ñu gis la ngay soccu barami halal obviously nga nekk duma ñaka nekk duma people straight up dañoo ne kii duma la. And then I think that Rohi put herself in that situation where now many started questioning her, and then you bury in your door, and then Rohi Lundon Wahangini, Rohi Bugu Talib or Laigu Talib, or Rohi will never support Talib's leadership. And I think that, and then this is exactly what I'm saying. I think they were trying to do Galbopam into that mess, you know. And then Rohi also need to understand one thing. UDP, as they say, is a democratic organization. Right? It's a democratic party. So now, mom, lan la muna justify ne ninyi amun ben right, so whatever, to have a choice. Right? Fi kogis, I'm not choice. Dabu mumo wa fundani, obviously, I'm not a supporter, I'm not based. He has his supporters, your hand no matter what Dabu engage, no matter what Dabu will be, you know what I'm saying? Their number one candidate. Even Suron Dan Rite Bantasa, still they believe that Dabo is the right person to lead. Right? That is their fundamental rights. Those people, and it's their right to love Dabo, is their right to support Dabo, is their right to wanting Dabo to be their candidate, their leader. So no matter what, you can disagree with them. You can disagree with those people, but you cannot dismiss, their choice. No, you definitely cannot dismiss their choice. This is what they want. It's democracy. Kuneka, I'm not for Buga, I'm not for Fatal, right? So, for that being the case, Talib as well, I'm not based on within the UDP party, outside the UDP party. They love him. They adore and cherish him. They want Talib to lead UDP, be it their UDP members or not. So that's what they want. Talib playing Buga. So I don't see the reason Luther need war against and attacking those people, or the need and try to accuse those people, or try to, or insult those people. This is Talib is their choice. As well as Yankuba Dabotam, I'm not based on, I'm not your hamne, Yankuba Limbuga. No matter what, they want Yankuba to lead. Yankuba is their candidate. They want Yankuba. No matter what, they want you. So this is what you call democracy, right? So for people supporting Talib, Buga Talib, Lulu Wata Munata, Benga Hamne, you will insult those people, or you will attack them, or you will accuse them, or whatever it is. Fine. UDP is a democratic political party, as I said. UDP is a democratic political party. Right. Now, Sehu, a UDP member, or Tony, not a UDP member, Nyone, Talib Lengbuga, they have the right to voice out what they want. You know what I'm saying? They have the right to name man, kill I support, right? So it doesn't mean you should insult them, you should attack them, you should threaten them, or you should accuse them. No, it is their fundamental right. Purne Talib Ling Buga. Yes, as well as Dabo supporters, and then right ne Dabo Ling Buga. Yankuba Dabo supporters, and then right ne Yankuba Dabo Ling Buga. You see, I think we have to be a very civilized country. You mature in politics. Hamne democracy more may every Gambian the right to associate, the right to support, the right to join any political party or group without being harassed, without being insulted, without being attacked, without being, without going through any unacceptable, naka lañ ko without being threatened, you know. So I expect Rohi to know this, and I expect every Gambian pour mu xam loolu ne Dabo am not support base. Te support base am nañ right pour support as well as Yankuba Dabo as well as Talib. Right now, those who are saying ne Talib ñu nekkul UDP rek ñoom ñoo nekk di ni problems ak dugana fi génn na fi. Listen, it's not only about ñu nekkul UDP, even within the UDP political party am na si ñoo xam ne tey gis nañ ko online on the ground they support Talib. Some of them online on the ground they have their own agenda. They support Yankuba Dabo. Some of them want Lawyer Dabo to continue. Some of them want Rohi Malik law. Right? So now, ñi yëpp seen right la pour ñu support ku leen ne without going to any unacceptable, you know, attacks or anything else. Now, the best you guys can do more wait or send leadership bi mu génn si mu address this. Now, listen, ni ku nekk am na right pour support fu la ne, but when primaries su excès or another Congress, then you can select your flag bearer. When you select this flag bearer, now, this is when you bring all, whoever wins, this is when the rest will rally behind that person. And then this is democracy. Right. Now, we have just seen what happened in America, Joe Biden. Then they realize that Joe Biden is not a winning candidate. There's no way Joe Biden will not win Donald Trump. Now, what did the Democratic Party do? They sat with him. They sat with him and they spoke to Joe Biden. We're going to listen. Now, yo, definitely, is the party before you, right? They put the party before him. What they did was, when they spoke to him, we know that you're not a winning candidate. Obviously, it's a popularity will drop. And it's not, I mean, it does not revolve around you, even though you're the president. But party more like tech. It's all about the party. We have to put the party first before any other individual, irrespective or regardless of low Musadifal party. Yep, it does not matter. The party more matter, right? Joe Biden is a member for the Democratic Party for decades and decades, probably more than 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. You know, he has tremendously contributed. He has done everything for the Democratic Party. Right? But with everything he has done, with all the contributions, with all the sacrifices, with everything he went through, the party is still more important than him. And it will always be the party before Joe Biden. Hence, they told him to quit. Then they can bring another person. They believe that person can win Donald Trump. This is how parties operate. You know, this is how parties operate. It's not about one individual. The party should not revolve everything around one person. No, the party should always be bigger than one individual. You know, but that doesn't mean you don't like that individual. That doesn't mean that you don't support that individual. But you put the party first. You know, this is politics. And another question I want to ask more, UDP, what do you guys want? Do you guys want to win the presidency? Or do you guys just want to be an opposition and not winning the presidency? What do you want? Because to my understanding, in politics, if you want to win the presidency, you have to elect or select a winning candidate. A candidate that will take you to State House, regardless of religion, religious beliefs, regardless of, tribe, regardless of Golana Jigenla, regardless of, last name. You know what I'm saying? All you need, Monica, a winning candidate. Candidate Bula Yobu State House. Every serious political party, this is what you need. A candidate Bula winner an election. That's what you need. Kulane Tei, dafa launch a political party or started a political party, they buta them State House. How many other person must be crazy? Kokusulawa Helo dafa fen. He's not telling the truth. Every political party in this world, they want to win elections and go to State House. That is their number one priority. That is number one and should be number one, to win and go to State House. Yes. So, for any party, mom, then start party, right? Why bunyo them State House or bunyo win presidential election, they are lying. Every political party want to win State House. And how will you win? Moine, to present a sunny candidate, a winning candidate. Lolumola Yobu State House. But not me. Oh, Joe Biden has done all this for the political party. He has sacrificed everything. So now, for that being the reason, that being the case, no, but Joe Biden more feneka. Even knowing Joe Biden is not going to win elections, we will still be loyal to Joe Biden. We will still leave Joe Biden here, and Joe Biden is still going to lead. You know what does that mean? That means you are a cult follower. That means you only believe in this individual, but you don't believe in the party principles and democratic principles. Right? You don't believe in the party. You don't believe in anything, but other than only one person, your king of support. You don't even care about the party. You don't even care about the party supporters. Because Kebba support party, majority of them, if not even all, they want to go to State House. They want their parties to win and go to State House. Right? So, every serious political party will bring a winning candidate. Right? Every serious political party will bring a winning candidate. And now, man, personally, I saw two people in the UDP. I think they can do it. Talib, Yanks Dabo. But Talib, more age Yanks Dabo right now, because at least Talib being a mayor, this is his second term, I think, with all his experiences and everything. And we also saw President Bifila Gena campaign against Talib, allegedly spend more than $40 million to campaign for Bakari Badji. All these other political leaders, all these diplomats, all his ministers, he himself campaigned against Talib. But still, with all the resources, with all the campaign, with everything they have done, still, Talib beat them. You know why? Because fence-sitters, other party members, sanil Talib. It's not only UDP, going law Talib. So you know what that tells you? That tells you, Nelane, Talib has a huge advantage because he will bring all these people, even those who do not support UDP, to vote for him and support him. So advantage Bila Talib. Right. Now, Dabo did not even campaign for him, but still Talib winner. So you see, many people, Lundan Wahmoene, man they support my UDP white talib la support. And I think that lolu that alone warna muna guy UDP warene digga we have a gem here. Someone called Hamete digga. This guy can win State House for us. This guy can definitely win State House for us, which is Talib. Now, let's go to Yankuba Dab. Now, Yankuba is a nice person. I love Yangs. And I think that if you know Yangs, he's a very nice person. He's a decent human being. Yes. But the problem, which Yankuba is encountering right now, and their need to be advised well. Moine, a lot of people see him as a very aggressive person. A lot of people saw him as an arrogant person. And I think that he is not arrogant. I know him very well. He is definitely not arrogant. He is not aggressive at all. But that is his persona. That's how he is. And I think that he should be advised to calm down a little bit. Yes, they should at least a little bit tame him. And he also need to understand that the local government laws, yeah, you made of course in the yep move favor government. Everything revolves around government. Even though you are a mayor or you're a councillor, but still government be nula upper dollar. Now, if you want to achieve anything in your municipality, you should be smart enough to work with government. But if you always want to go head to head, boom, 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 like a fight, because they will restrict and hold on to anything that will help you from financially, I mean, any other ways, any other means, they will hold it tight. They can frustrate you. They can definitely frustrate you. I mean, that will affect your mayorship. Be smart enough. West Coast, nyom upper KMC. The West Coast, I mean, have the ability to generate more funds than KMC. But as I just said, you have to be smart enough to know how to deal with this government. That's a sohla for you. Right? That's a sohla for you. Law for muna def West Coast, it all comes back to you as young smoke of def. But then again, as I said, you have to be very smart enough to know how to deal with this government. Everything is not about a fight. Everything is not about durante. And you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Sometimes you just need to chill and then ngahamsa sohla and then watana nyom tonlen. You see, limota money, there are a lot of politicians in the Gambia, but they are not politicians. You know, Rohi Maliglo is very smart. She is very, very smart. Rohi is a UDP mayor. But look at Rohi. Dafa toga nyom baro, dafa watana nyom, dafa tonyante nyom. Rohi goes to these events with the president, with yenen. I mean, you know, one and hey, listen. This is our country. We don't need to fight. We don't need to be enemies. We don't need to be rivals. We can work together, right, for the development of this country. Banjul Sinko Defare, Degala is under Rohi, but can we boss Rohi? Baro. So, you know, then Chubahe, Dikabilen could defali Baba. In the end, they on air, government Baro bin Yofi Defli. Why time equally? Then Rohi Mali wrote a mum together. So they share. You know what I'm saying? They don't share the credit. So if I were, Yankuba, to help himself, let him not listen to these far-right people. They know nothing about politics. They are very aggressive and angry. They want to pen him or bring him in a cage. What is all about Manikaya. It's all about everything to do with UDP. No. If you're a politician, you have to be flexible. You should be smart enough, to know what you want and go for it. And making sure you amalo buga ten no nanka ko muna ame mo nga nahante the government besa solo for you as a mayor, because you are already restricted. Your hands are already tight. And even if you go to the courts, in most cases, government will win because these are laws. Your hand is already in place. So you have to be smart enough. And I think that young advisors, I think the Lenkora advice more at least move tone down a little bit. People see his other side. Man, I know his other side. Because when my youngs, we were in the same college in Birmingham. I know Young since early 2000s. I think 2002 or something like that. And I know him personally. I know he's a great person. He's a nice person. You know what I'm saying? But when you see him out there, then I'm a wrong perspective of him. Simply because people are seeing him as he's aggressive. People are seeing him as he's arrogant. But he is not. But, because, man, I know him very well, so I can tell you. He's a super nice guy. All he does is laugh and joke. And Youngs is a nice person. Don't get me wrong. So, and I think, UDP definitely need to work on that. Right. So, man, these are the two candidates. So, UDP, these people can win elections, provided that they have also bring all other people on board. Because, listen, Barrow has done a lot, regarding infrastructure and, you know what I'm saying, Barrow, when it comes to infrastructure. You see, we have to give the credit to it sometimes. Suni defe lu baax dañ am pour wax ko Barrow liggéey na am na yu baax yu bare def na ko ci biir dëkk bi right waaye am na yu bare tam yaaxu na am na yu bare he is very lacking in those, so te dëkk bi meeting na salaries are no increase, the nurses are suffering, the doctors are suffering, the teachers are suffering, the firefighters are suffering, the police officers are suffering, immigration officers are suffering, the army are suffering. Yep, their salary is extremely poor. The commodity prices has jumped up. Their salary is very poor. Commodity prices have jumped up. And this is anything, what is the government doing to help these people? Right. Poverty has increased in the country. We all know that. It has increased a lot. Man, we don't Gambia a lot, I know. People are suffering. People need sona. And this is the honest truth. Commodity prices jump up now. Right. They don't have any good policies regarding customs. Regarding customs. GRA, you increase, right? The tariffs, you increase. So, Gambia, everything that was said is super expensive. Inflation, because people cannot afford to live. You know what I'm saying? Gambia, simply because what is more important in a country, commodity prices, food prices, therefore, yomba across the board. Kuneka muna afford for dundal sabopa, dundal sanjabor. Lolusu neke, the rest, musoga nyo. But food, shelter, health, These three things should be the fundamental priority of any serious government. These three things. Because nit ñi dañ war a am fu ñoo tëdda fu ñoo fanaan nit ñi dañ war a lekk ba suur dañ war a naan nit ñi suñ feebaree dañ leen war a faj dañ war a faju. These three things should be the fundamental, you know what I'm saying, priorities of any serious government. Right. But for us in the Gambia, these three things is a problem. These are major problems in the Gambia. Because like I said now, people cannot afford food. There are so many people starving in this country. I'm not you bury but then sona. I tell you then sona. You know. Femi, how are you? Yeah, you okay? Right. So you bury then sona si dekabi. You bury but then sona. And I think the government, they need to work on that. They definitely need to work on that. You know, talk with the importers. Even though I heard Jerry, I'm na a lot of things so hamne. Definitely, when you bring certain food products in the country, you pay a lower tariff. I mean, which is a good thing. But still, they need to speak to these importers. They need to cap certain things. Because when you don't do that, these business people are wicked people. Even if you give them those benefits, they're still gonna overcharge. You know, their price is still gonna be expensive. So you need to put a cap. Government need to work with these importers. No, listen. We are giving you are importing rice and you're not paying any tariffs. Simply because we want you to lower the price for the people. But seems you're not doing that. Prices you get yoko. Now, you know what we're gonna do is you either pay the tariffs, custom tariffs, or no prices. You put these conditions. You know, you cannot just leave them. It's democracy, a free market la. No. There should be somehow, somewhere to control these people. Because so-called and it's only selfish few people. They hijack, they hold the market. So you have to see how best you can try to speak to these importers, these business people, and then start to cap certain things. You know, lumeni malo, lumeni sukur, lumeni, you know what I'm saying, onions, you know, potatoes. There's certain things you need to cap the price. What's the purpose of the Minister of Trade? You today, Minister of Trade internationally, Warnaham, majority of all these rice production companies, food rice production companies, Minister of Trade Warnaham, all these importers, fanle ñu jëlé ak fuñ dé jëlé sen production. Minister of Trade tay warna mëna xamné Kebba mu ngi jëné every bag of rice $5 or $10. Mu ngi fay shipment this amount of money. Minister of Trade should know this. Suñu Kebba customs, right? Kebba suñu customs charging ko anything. Luta Kebba wara jaay bena saku malo $3,000. Why? Kebba should reduce the rice to at least 2,000 because Kebba you ko jo fay taxi ni fay li yep pour mu lower price am. But it seems ne bente Kebba mu ngi yoka or price mu ko def people cannot afford it. When Kebba is buying a bag of rice for $10, naka $10, mu ngi def shipment each bag, so if a calculation is $2. Customs faying ko anything. You know, transportation you have Gambia is not that expensive. So now Luther Kebba want to charge 3,000. I think it's the job of the Ministry of Trade. Put mu gena see. Right? You know? You see, if you hold these ministries, they la fa tek pour nga liggéey. Teguñ la fa pour rek nga am free petrol vouchers, free car to drive, free accommodation. You know what I'm saying? Free per diems, diplomatic passport, and all these benefits. We gave it to you, we the citizens, for our own benefit. But John Lako simply because to take care of you as a minister, you live in a great life, and then you'll definitely loan you anything us the citizens. You might as well just be out of there. You might as well just be out of there. Because if we have to give you a ministerial position, give you a diplomatic passport, give you a very expensive car, give you free petrol, give you salaries, give you diplomatic passport, pay you per diems, pay you other benefits, taking care of you, taking care of your family, right? So now, all these benefits are given to you in return to take care the citizens of the country. But you being a minister, you are not doing all this. What's your purpose? You might as well be sacked. You know, and Minister of Trade, to be honest with you, he is not doing jack for the country. He's not doing absolutely nothing for the country. He's one of the most useless ministries in the country. What are they doing? Malo Saddam is 3,000. Yene malo nyatala. Bidon iduli nyatala. All these commodity prices jump up. We have seen when this Sonko administration came, what they did. Gambians are not crazy, you know. You cannot fool us. What are they doing? You know, the other day I have already said it. Nedeka Bisogi says that even the hard currency Mujana said, simply because central bank are not doing their work, Minister of Finance are not doing their work. So allegedly, all these people are way too corrupt. Way too corrupt. You know, the only ministries, Manuma gis Nuneka work Gambia. Right? People can argue, okay, yeah, he's your friend or whatever not. Well, you can say what all you want, but the evidence is there. When Ismail Ceesay took office, the evidence is there. He's doing well. Right? He's not perfect because he has said certain things defending the president, Loham Mansa Adumasi, and has said it. You know, doctor, anything about politics, that's what again. He shouldn't be defending the president Siena because that will affect his credibility. Right? He should focus on his job, which is the Minister of Information. Anything to do with the whole government apparatus, mom not responsible. All the informations we need and everything. But anything to do with politics, you know what I'm saying? And he should at least try to avoid it. Because the president cannot insult Dabo and then say these other words and then you come out and try to defend that when the whole country heard Luke President. You see, these are the kind of things that affect people's credibility. And to me, that was absolutely wrong. He shouldn't have done it. So for me, he is doing a good job at his ministry. But then again, yeah, he should avoid, you know, the politics side of things. You know? Now, Education Minister is doing well. He's doing a good job. Right. Minister of Works. I mean, he's okay. You know, he should do, he could do better. But Minister of Works, I will give him credit because obviously there are so many roads bunjile this government up to the negative. Right. And who else? Ministry of Lands, I would be like, okay. When Ahmed took Minister of Lands, it was already catastrophic. It was already all messed up. Hence, they took the former minister to court, and even before that minister, the Minister Bufane, they messed up the whole, you know, ministry. Everything is just crazy right now. Minister of Lands, they got messed up. So now, Ahmad Ba, to my knowledge, to be honest with you, I'm not saying this simply because of I wanted the land allocation or whatever. No, I've just been honest. He has brought in some reforms. You know, he's definitely has started reforming the Minister of Local Government and Lands. So I am not saying that Ahmad will not do wrong in the end. No, but all I'm saying, at least he has put it on the right track, on the right direction right now. Now, I'm not giving President Barrow that allocation. I think that Lulu is unacceptable. I think that was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. I think what one job Barrow, that allocation, that land allocation, I think that was absolutely wrong. I'm not what one the floor. Because she got they've got it illegally. And it might come later in life to haunt him because Lumdef is illegally. President Barrow already has a land on his name. And the laws are clear. If you already have a land on your name, you are not qualified to be allocated another land. The laws are already there. So meaning Ahmad did a very unlawful thing by allocating President Barrow a land. Right. So, and I think Nene, Ahmad Tamit Fufu, Dafsiwara by Helambu Bahaba. Us, the citizens, we applied. Why still Johunyo? The guy Johunyo. And we meet all the criteria, all the requirements. I think fill our focus. Those who meet the requirements, let them start looking at their files and start giving them, rather than you politicize co. Giving the minister, I'm not land and he can afford a land, and joining president be, Jarbati president be, political party leaders, he said Jaboti, you see, and leave us the businessmen over there paying higher rent, paying salaries, paying liagli, and then I think if he wanna be, I mean, if Ahmad wants to have more credit and be respected, therefore I change the whole approach and start doing these allocations appropriately. Right. Must start because appropriately, you know what I'm saying? Stop politicizing it and give it to the right people who deserves it. Irrespective of which political party it belongs to, irrespective of you support NPP or not, as long as you're a Gambian, and you deserve it, you meet all the requirements, it should be given to you. This is how leaders should operate. You know what I'm saying? Rather than putting on political lenses and looking at, oh, he supports me or he did not support me, so I'm not giving it to you. No, it does not belong to you. This belongs to the Gambia. And Gambia belongs to all of us, irrespective of this party la boka or party bele la boka. Gambia belongs to all of us. So anything that the government is doing, what to pick and choose, through political lenses, therefore pick accordingly, because we are all Gambians. Right. And I think that's the right approach to take. Now, I don't know any other ministry. I think, man, this is the 4 ministries. Johan the Nyomlag is new league. Minister of Health. The minister, he himself supposed to be sacked long time ago. In every serious country, they were at the minister. This Aki thing, how many people died? And still the minister is hanging there. Serious government, they buy a minister, how many kids died? And still the minister is there. What serious government will do that? So this is the problems we have. And I think the President Barrow need to do his homework. He need to go to work. And there are a lot of things that have got to change if he want to win 2026. There so many things in want to change to win 2026. Right. President Barrow need to work on that. Why coming to 2026, like I said, right now, Barrow has done a lot. Right now, Barrow is the incumbent. Right now, financially, Barrow is very strong. And many businessmen will support Barrow simply because they are getting away with whatever they want in that country. So you see the 3 advantages Barrow have right now. Businessmen will support Barrow. They will give him a lot of money simply because they are getting away with whatever they want. Right? Either lawful or not. So these businessmen would want Barrow to stay because they cannot risk it for another government to come and change the laws or change certain things or stop their benefits. So businessmen are selfish, majority of them. So they will give Barrow money. They would want Barrow to stay, number 1. Number 2, Barrow is the incumbent. He has all the advantages. Number three, Barrow has done a lot when it comes to infrastructural development. And we all know in Gambia what what they see, they vote according to what they see. Mafi sampa marsabi, mafi def talibi. But other than that, dunde halat lenen. Or else, ngam jolen halis. So Gambia people are still, majority of people are still ignorant. Majority of people are still not exposed and aware when it comes to politics or when it comes to policies and programs your political parties. I can tell you, NPP, they have their constitution, they have their party constitution, they have their 5-point agenda, how much 10-point agenda. But I bet you, majority of all these NPP supporters, or they have their national development plan, sorry, all these majority of NPP, Musingori, they don't even know what policies like NPP are, what programs the NPP are. Munulawa anything about NPP. But they will still support. The same thing applies to UDP. The same thing applies to any other political parties. Majority of them, same party members, there are constitutions, there are programs, you party be tech, and policies, but they don't even read it, they don't even know it. So, and I think that is the problem bu Gambia. And I think the advantage you mala ne Barrow. And the other thing, Tamide, this the fourth advantage bu Barrow are more. Senegal has brought a lot of political parties to support Barrow, to partner with Barrow. But time is another advantage for Barrow. All right. Now, opposition, if they want to win, there is only one way to win. There is only one way, and it's not a rocket science. Moi, what happened 2016, 2017, bring everyone together. That is the only way. There is no other way other than that to win President Barrow. UDP Munyo, GDC Munyo, the other way, the other guy, Esafal Munyo, PDOIS Munyo, and all these other influential people, small parties, they come on board. You tana kena. Either Talib or either Yankuba, Nyom, or either Esa or either Nyi. But it's up to the parties to work together and see can Lenyo Indi. Kuimuna Indi, everybody rally behind that person. There shouldn't be any grudge. There shouldn't be anyone undermining the processes and then the agenda. It should be complete unity. Good heart, come together to work together. There shouldn't be any ego, pride. There shouldn't be anything like greed. So, Lee rek moy muna dane President Barrow. Will that happen? I don't know. Will all these people come together? I don't know. Because Gambia, we have an ego problem. We have a pride problem. We have a greed problem. We have insecurity problems. Now, a political party leader, the flag or ping ne. Munulo win. Your ordinary do win. Your ordinary, you don't have that fan base. Your ordinary, you cannot win. Your ordinary tene, the ruling party. Mungeya had dika bidara dohu. Dika bidara bahufa. The ruling party warufa to. Now, yen putting a together. Your ordinary penne, X more than popular. X is the winning candidate. X, when you rally behind X, mom reka muna geni, the ruling party. but Holly dañ ko mën a jël simply because lekkuma si laax li waaye naa si kuppa suuf. This is typical Gambian. Typical Gambian. Lekkuma si laax bi waaye naa si kuppa suuf kenn du ko mën a lekka. This is typical Gambian. This is how bad lii suñu xool yi nii la bonee nii la Gambian bi iñaanee even si diaspora bi da nga ko dee gis fu nekka lii moo tax mënuñoo unite du dara de because of suñu xool yi moo tilim yow óorale penne yow mënuloo win tey yow óorale yow mënuloo win yow amuloo di fan base yow you don't have the support yow instead of joining with another person either nga makko either nga jën ko experience. It does not matter. What matters mooy ne this guy right now moo la ëpp fan base moo la ëpp support moo la gën a popular te he is the only person koo xam ne moo mun a génne fi yow soo tëree sax ngege na sax yow soo tëree sax di nga xam ne yow mënuloo win election but still you will refuse to join simply because sax xool bi mënu koo muñ right because of pride boo am because of yow ego boo am because of yow iñaan boo am sa biir xool and I think that lii moo di problème bu nit ñi di encounter si suñ politics right du dara de yow if you're smart enough sax ngeen come together incumbent bi ngeen génnee ko nu mu bon yow sax you can have a ministerial position right then yow you can prove yourself then xëy na ko su fa génnee nit ñi nañ gis ne dëgga parti leader bi day buñ ko joxee this ministerial position def na fi lii liggéey na fi dëgga Gambian can trust you enough maybe next time soo ñëwee di nga win then you can prove yourself waaye yow amuloo base bi yow óor na la yow mënuloo win tey mënuloo win ëllëg yow amuloo support bi yow sa parti mënut a win waaye yow iñaan nga rek soxor nga pour join ak keneen koo xam ne tey kooku moo la influence because of lan la hay kii nga xam ne man maa ko jiitu si politique bi kii nga xam ne lu ma soona si politique soona ko kii nga xam ne lii ki nga xam ne léegi yépp iñaan ak soxor la loolu moo ñu sonal yàlla moo dee tànna you can be a political leader for 1 million years soo buguta soo warta nekk président doo ko nekk so I think ne lii mooy suñ problème it's absolute nothing waaye yëpp loolu la iñaan bi soxor being tribalist say self hate lii moo ñu sonal lii moo tax Gambian bi pour mu unite ñu come as one is a problem lii moo tax Yaya Jammeh nekk for 22 damn years simply because we cannot just come together. Coming togetherness, we are not seeing the bigger picture. We are not looking at the Gambia should come first. Let's drop our egos. Let's drop our pride. Let's drop our interest. Let's put the country first. Degala. Femi is the most popular person here. Femi, monyo muna win law. Degala, man Femi boku bena party. But the agenda is Nafiki Gena. Let us come together. But they will not. They rather sit there banya boka, ki winat, cherebi yep ñu kopasi souf, la bi ken mu ko leka yep yaw. Rather than yow nga ne da nga boka ki pour support ki mu dem, mu jité la. So ñun li mo ñi ka suñ problem. All other countries are matured enough. All other countries, you know what I'm saying? You ngay ewu si lolu, they are putting their egos out. You ngay, why I don't understand it. Ñun suñ problem du dara. Even the diaspora, we cannot unite. Even business, partnership, we cannot do it. Gambian regional partnership business be so successful. More nari. In most cases, nari. Bena Gambian nga is new partner. Because you know what? We don't even trust each other. We don't even love each other. We only have negative mindsets all the time. Someone you want to a feminine partner. The first thing boy sa waji mbaman oluna ko ki boy halis yu malaj fatene sane o sen hel sa mele ne they are lawyers yo xamne dañoo binda ñoo wara def ni yep you know what I'm saying ngeen sign it's a contract partnership bi ngeen def li ye ñaar yeb ngeen successful but no sen hel yi do nañ tilim nga am sa benn xarit boo xam ne mu ngi mel ni Samba kooku ñëw si yow ne la ne ay booy yow yaay partner kii booy kii tapale la de booy yaay defa kii booy kii lii la de booy kii la tilimal seen xel Gambien bi nii lañ mel. We are so I don't even understand ñun naka lañ mel ak naka lañu yàlla bindee xoolal naari Gambia ñu ngi jën am xaalis ñu ngi jën a partner dëkk bi ñoo ko moom they are rich they are doing stuff waaye ñun duñ ko def xoolal suñ government bi tey as a Gambia ma ñëw ma apply commercial land soo ma ko joxee number 1 tey doomi Gambia lay employ suma business dafa gën a expand right yaa ngi create more revenues for tax yaa ngi dooleel waa dëkk bi waaye di nga ko def xamal lan la ñoo def outsider bu ñëw tey foreigner bu ñëw tey mu jox la tuuti xaalis si ron nga jokko ko nga xañ sa doomi Gambian waaw naar bu ñëw tey nga jokko ko nga xañ sa doomi Gambian right pour kooku bu mu dem kanam rek yow no mo noo ko njëkk a gisee sax yow iñaanee ngum na kooku sax yow iñaanee ngum na kooku sax you rather even give it to a non-Gambian you rather even give it to foreigners daana nga jokko sa doomi dëkk boo yow soxoraangu mo sax iñaangum na di yes o soo xamee ne amuloo choice bi amuloo choice sax bugga nga jël xaalis si loxo Gambien bii nii xaalis bu bari so this is just ñun xaw ma naka la ñu yàlla bindee waaye ñun lii mooy suñ problème simple as partnership ñu def business is a problem you go to Sénégal tey ñu fa am xaalis yëpp lan lañ def all these majority companies soo gis Sénégal yëpp tey partnership la because benn ñaari doole ñaari nit seen doole moo ëpp benn ñetti nit seen doole moo ëpp benn tey if I were to go and buy roads or if I were to go and buy rice man ma am $100,000 Femi am $100,000 you know what I'm saying Nicholas am $100,000 that's $300,000 nga dem to the manufacturer nga dem jënd da product so leen $10 for product di nga ko amee at least 9 or 8 because you brought $300,000 more money the product price is gonna be lowered you're gonna have it cheaper waaye man kenn su ma demee with $100,000 they'll give it to me for $11 or $12 it's gonna be expensive sorry you know right it's gonna be more expensive so now man suma selling price moo gën a seer but now ñu ñetta suñ demee ñu amee ko $8 $9 suñ prices will be lower te jaay bi dafa gaaw and will make more money and this is how naari nii leen di operater Gambia nii leen di operater waaye ñun Gambians si ñun all we do is like compete each other hate on each other dislike each other di joo ku nekka jooyante yaxante it went to a point where ba ñu sëriñantu sax pour famille bu mu successful you see this is our problem du dara suñu xol yi moo bon loolu moo tax ba nga xam ne even partnership as I said we cannot do it even politics daf ñu sonal loolu la rek pour nga gis lu tax ñu ñëw 2016 is simply because dañ sonoon yaa jame rey na toroxal na nit ñi bañ sona amuñ choice waaye pour nga gis ñu ñëw together it's a problem simply because du ma la war a yow Honorable Pene yow tey you know yow being a party leader yow mu loo win Gambia yow you don't have the support base yow mu loo win yow amuloo di support base yow ba alaxira yow xam nga ne doo mun a win so yow léegi Honorable Pene Femi moo la gën a popular moo la ëpp support base moo la ëpp lu nekk pour ngeen partner together pour ngeen come together and then génne incumbent boobu noonu yow siidee nga ko def bañ nga ko soxor nga ko parce que rek bañ nga Femi wu lii rather than yëpp mu yaaxu mu rajaxee ngeen koppa suuf si laax bi yéen ñaar yëpp ngeen dem fii ngeen soona kii continuer dan yow nga join Femi nekk sa kanam doo ko def loolu mooy bon mooy soxor te Gambia lii mooy ñu suñu problème we cannot come together suñu political leaders yi ñoom ñoo bon moo tax ñu citizens ñoo war a jóg teg leen conditions ne ne if you don't partner come together we will campaign against you can do the support and no one will ever support you join this at least so join you have a ministerial position then you can prove yourself first then liggéey boo faa liggéey na wone ne hey Dégale kii bu ñu ko tegee fii mu ngi liggéey. He's doing well. Then president bi du la daa a soo liggéey yu baax kana la daa waaye soo fa nekkee bugg a korop dañ la daa su boo nga ne président bi mu ngi nii de fii la ñu daa ma man neex because yoo def la in most cases fii in most cases gars yi wala ko ñaakala ko waa président bi any ministre bu mu daa ministre bi xam na lu mu def in most cases ministre bi xam na lu mu def de du ko wax si biti de waaye xam na lu mu def waaw you know waaye xam na lu mu def you know listen Anita you can write all the policies you have. You can write all the programs you have on theory, paper. But without removing the person there, it cannot come into existence. It will never happen. So stop the idea of, you know what I'm saying, the partnership shouldn't be about remove. The partnership, that should be number one, to remove the incumbent. And then the rest comes. You know what I'm saying? We are not saying that the partnership should only be about removing the incumbent. We are saying that should be number one, then the rest comes. Fine. You can sit down and then talk about whatever it is, write all these programs and then write all these policies and everything. Fine. We agree. But removing the incumbent first, then all these policies can be in place. You know, all these programs can be in place. You know, but the most significant thing is to remove the person in charge first. Because without removing the person in charge, all these policies, nice policies, program, beautiful thing, is all useless. Because it cannot be implemented. Who is going to do it? You know? So my point is, the first thing to do is coming together. That's the first thing to do, coming together first. And when you guys come together, and you can start writing all these programs and policies. For if you win, then these are the things you guys gonna implement. Obviously, that's gonna happen because even on your campaign trail, this is what you're gonna tell people. Your policies, your programs. If we win, we will make sure Social Security will start giving houses, homes to this and this and this. We'll increase salaries here and there. We'll do this and this and this. We'll stop this and this and this. Right. But you have to come together first. And the first priority is to remove the incumbent. But along the process, this is when you write your programs, agree, bring together all your programs, your ideas, or whatever not. You know, that should be number one. So, I mean, I don't believe the notion, you know, I mean, it's not only about removing the president. I mean, that should be first. And then the rest comes later. You know, the rest comes later. You know, yeah, so this is how I see it. So, man, in my case, I have not yet announced or said which party am I going to support comes 2026. Where am I going to campaign for? But all I can tell you is I am going to be involved. I am definitely going to be involved, 100%. I am going to be on the campaign trail. I am going to be giving out speeches. I am going to be traveling with the leaders. I will be involved. That's what I'm saying. The whole country will see me being involved. It will either be with NPP, or it will either be with UDP, or it will either be with any coalition formidable party. So I don't know yet. You know, I will analyze the situations and everything. I mean, I will see. But all I'm saying, in 2026, I will get involved. I will not that person again who is on the ground and doing what I gotta do. I will not be that person again who is on the. I will be on the campaign trail. Yes, that I promise. So man, I will be on the campaign trail. Yes, 2026. I will support. I will, like I said, I'll campaign. Yes, I'll campaign. Ndadama Boka UDP, I don't know yet. Ndadama Boka NPP, I don't know yet. Ndadama Boka see any other party we know, and then like a coalition or whatever, I don't know. Yes, but I promise them, man, I will do my best in 2026. I will definitely do my best. You know, and yes, as we said, Nicholas, I mean, it could be PDOIS, I don't know. I mean, we shall see what's gonna happen. Why? All I'm saying, Monica, is about high time for President Barrow. There are so many things that's supposed to be done. I mean, and I always emphasize on this. Crime Yohuna, Gambia is, I'm not even saying it's becoming a transit hub for Class A drugs, but it is a hub for Class A drugs. And it seems the government is not doing much about it. You know, all this, sorry, the man I'm calling because I had to cancel it. So all these cartels and all these, I mean, Class A drugs, I mean, coming into our country and messing up people. I have seen so many, I mean, drug addicts in the Gambia now. I mean, it's scary. And remember, we have a small population. So it's very, very unacceptable. You know, the Minister of Interior, I mean, should really do better. Should definitely do better, because it's becoming catastrophic. Yes, it's becoming catastrophic. And I promise you, if the government is not doing anything about these drug issues, you know, I'll go against them. If the government is not doing anything about these drug issues in the Gambia, this Class A drugs is messing up our citizens. Trust me, I'll go against them. Comes 2026. They have to do something about it. They definitely do something about it. Yeah. Because Mueya Hadikabi, torop. Mueya Hadikabi. So the government should work hard. And regarding also corruption, you know, they need to work. They need to work hard regarding corruption. Everyone agreed. Everyone agreed. Even your health minister, ñëw na si parliament bi, mu agree in the department na bi dañ corrupt. You know, but what have they done? You know, the whole country, kone government baro mu nefa corrupt. Even the international institutions, government be corrupt. So you have to do something about it, Mr. President. You see, we put you there to be responsible. Then you fight to take care of the country. Remember, you're not elected for your own benefits. No. You're elected to making sure every single Gambian should have a dignified life. His livelihood should be okay. Hence, we elected you. But it's not about you. It must be about the Gambians. The whole focus should be, you know what I'm saying, about the Gambians' livelihood. Whatever you do, tirelessly, you should work hard for every single Gambian to go to sleep with a full stomach, not an empty stomach. That is your responsibility. And how are you going to do that? That is to making sure, working hard to lower the cost of living. Making sure from Banjul to Basse, every single Gambian can have access to clean waters, to have access to food. That is your responsibility. Hence, you were elected. So if you don't meet these responsibilities, then what's the purpose of you being there? Why should we re-elect you if you cannot meet the purpose of your elections? You know, it comes with all these responsibilities. It mustn't be about you. But still, Gambians are giving you all these benefits. There's not even one single thing you pay, like buy for yourself. Everything has been catered for you. Everything has been given to you for free. In return, for you to do well for the benefit of the country. Not few, Mr. President. It's not only for few people. But how things are going right now, it's like you're only catering for few people. It's just like a group of people holding our government to ransom. It's not right. I don't have anything against you. In fact, I love you because, you're a decent person. You're a nice person. Whoever meets you knows that Barrow is a nice person. All he does is laugh, joke, and he's a nice person. He's a decent human being. But it's not only about that. Running a government, it takes a serious person. A person who is considerate. A person who dearly loves his citizens. A person who does not want to see people suffering and going through it. A person who will work tirelessly just to making sure, floats are limited. People are sheltered. People are not hungry. People are healthy. That is the responsibility of a president. But crime has increased. Our students are failing. If 10,000 students, sat GCSE, you only have 400 passing. That's disaster. Where are we heading? The education system also needed to be looked at. Health. How many people are dying? What have you done towards health? Just look at it. Criminals are taking over our country. What have you done? Allocating land for yourself, thinking about your retirement, want to live around the waters, one of the most expensive areas. When you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Gambians suffering, they can't even have food to eat. But you thinking about a place to live for your retirement? Trying to build homes for $2 million or more? When people cannot even eat. That's irresponsible leadership. That's not right. And that's not acceptable. And I believe you need people around you to be honest. Not that they're just going to be praising you and telling you what you want to hear. But they should be factual, to brave enough to tell you the truth. To know how people lives are, how people are living in decent lifestyles in the country. Trust me. The country is hard. It's very hard. It's difficult. Just look at it. It's evident that all these youths are taking the back way. And you know how risky that is? People are dying, but they're not even scared to even go back. Just look how terrible that is. Knowing that this road can kill me, but I still have to jump up and then go find a better life somewhere else. That is embarrassing. A person with a good conscience should even think about these things. You shouldn't even sleep. You should not. Knowing that all your youths are running away from your country. They're dying. That tells you're not on the right track. That means there's so much lacking in your administration. That means there's a problem. That means there's disaster. That means you're about to, to fail, or if not even, has failed. It's not right. And I'm not liking it. I'm not definitely liking it. There's so many people dying, so many youths dying. Taking this back way simply because, and what they're asking is not even a lot. They just want to live decently. They just want to have food, have shelter. That's all they want. They can't even have that in their own country. You know, they cannot even have that in their own country. Like even decent food, shelter. Right? Electricity has jumped up. You know, even us who can afford it, it's too expensive for us. How about a poor person living there? How can that person afford electricity? What have you done towards it? What are you doing? You know, look at the country. A country that cannot even produce identity cards right now, need a driver's license, need a road taxis. What serious country in this world would you want to apply for a driver's license? You know, I mean, we are not issuing right now. We haven't got it. In what serious country? You guys take this thing light. This is disaster. This is how a failed state operates. You cannot even produce an identity card. My friend, this is not something light. This is not a joke. This is serious. In any serious country, that ministry will be sacked. That minister who's responsible. You know, the directors would be sacked immediately in a serious administration. But I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't get where we're heading. You know, everything is just it's unacceptable. It is. It is very, very unacceptable. You know, running a country is not only about building roads. Running a country is not only about building roads. Yes, they're important. But there are three fundamental things. These are the most important things. And if these things are lacking, it's a failure. If your citizens cannot afford food anymore, your citizens cannot afford medication, or they don't even have a good, proper health system. Right? Your students are failing exams. None are passing. Only 2%, 5% are passing exams. Crime has increased to the highest. Gambia became a drug hub, class A drug. Agriculture, we cannot even feed ourselves through agriculture. Now, what is the administration doing? What is the administration doing to better Gambians' life? To secure Gambians? To give Gambians more opportunities? To create millionaires? You know? And I think the president needs to sit down, looked at himself in the mirror and said, since I took government, my responsibility is to lower crime, but crime has increased. My responsibility is to reduce commodity prices, food prices, but it has increased. My responsibility is to stop the drug trade, it has increased. My responsibility is to reduce flooding and create more shelters for people, but that's a non-existent. You know, my responsibility is to reform, but that's a non-existent. So then, Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I elected then if I cannot meet all this? I think the president should ask himself. Does he ever sit, look at himself and ask himself these questions? Right? I mean, it's sad. We're in a sad state. Like I said, I don't have anything against him, but we're in a sad state. To be told, Gambia is tough. Gambia is hard. The whole country turned to beggars. That had never happened. Yes, for them you lanyan. For them you lanyan. Everyone is begging. It's embarrassing. Everyone turns to thieves, to 419s, because it's hard. You're walking down the street, police officers are begging. You know, soldiers are begging, nurses are begging, family members are begging. Everyone turns to beggars because you don't blame them. The country is hard. It's tough. Government is not doing anything. Absolutely nothing. So I think the president needs to sit and look at himself. Stop being defensive. Stop politicizing everything. Your executives need to sit down and look at themselves. And stop politicizing everything. What have we done good? What have we done better? You know, why our support base is declining? Why are people suffering more? Sit down and look at yourselves and put your shoes in those people's shoes suffering. But it's tough. The country is hard. It's very hard. Anyway, this is all I have to say. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.